Enjoy it again, maybe, unless you hate it. So as I say, coming up in today's stream is plenty of me mispronouncing names, probably losing quite a few games, maybe the odd bottle job, and the very occasional win might just come into this. And of course, we're not saying football manager with this. Hi guys, it's me, Tom. We're starting the stream soon. It's going to be really good. So please stick around. I'm desperate for you to please stay. Please. Okay, I'm not actually that desperate, but okay, I really am. Please stick around. The stream's gonna be good, I promise you. There's gonna be so much coming up in this stream. But I promise we are gonna be starting soon. Although if you are really early, there's a good chance you might actually have to watch this over again another once or maybe more times, depending on how quick I get to the stream. So enjoy it again, maybe, unless you hate it. Sorry. So as I say, coming up in today's stream is plenty of me mispronouncing names, probably losing quite a few games, maybe the odd bottle job, and the very occasional win might just come into this. Unless of course we're not streaming Football Manager, then it's out the window. Hi guys, it's me, Tom. We're starting the stream soon. It's going to be really good. So please stick around. I'm desperate. Please stay. Please. Okay, I'm not actually that desperate, but okay, I'm lying, I really am. Please stick around. The stream's gonna be good, I promise you. There's gonna be so much coming up in this stream. But I promise we are going to be starting soon. Although if you are really early, there's a good chance you might actually have to watch this over again another once or maybe 2 times, depending on how quick I get to the stream. So enjoy it again, maybe, unless you hate it. Sorry.
Hello and welcome back to Danaiska Stredder. Hope you're all doing well and looking forward to the end of Season 1. Today, fingers crossed, all being well, unless we have an absolute nightmare, we should be lifting the title above our heads and be crowned champions of Slovakia. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really good fun. We've got up to 10 games to play today. I don't think we'll need all 10 of them to win the league title, given our position at the moment at the top of the table. But we'll see what's going on, and fingers crossed we'll get this done in a few games' time, and we can just all start laughing about how easy it was and start to plan for the Champions League next season instead. Mr. Bob Stellamate, good to see you. Welcome into the chat. You're doing well. Day to do an Argyle rebuild after this. It's tempting. Although I don't think you guys are doing too badly in the Championship. I don't think you're in the top end of the table. I can't say I've looked at the championship table for a while, but I don't think you're in the relegation zone, right? So maybe you're okay. Jaden Sailor, mate, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're all right. The Glovinator, good evening to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Phantom's here as well. I'm a fan is here. Hello to you. Mushroom Man, evening, Tom. Hope you're well. I'm all right, thank you. Not too bad. How are you, my friend? Coventry fans asking about the save. Well, I asked the prize shirt to send me a mystery box, and they did send me a mystery box. Inside was this lovely Dunajska Shredder shirt, as you can see. It's such a cool design, this shirt. Every time I put it on for the stream, I'm like, it just looks so cool, right? I love the design they've got on it, and yeah, it's pretty smart. It's the away shirt anyway. It's not the home shirt. Home shirt's like blue and yellow stripes, but this away kit is really nice. So we opened the mystery box, got this team, and we're going to try and do everything with them. Win a Champions League and all that kind of good stuff. First of all, though, we have to win the league title because we... What am I trying to say here? I don't know. Honestly, I was in my next train of thought, right, and I was like, what is going on here? What was I trying to say? I got distracted by the chat. I got distracted by Mr. Bob saying that we're not even in the championship. So I presume you don't mean Plymouth Argyle then, because that's the only Argyle I can think of. And they're definitely in the championship. So there we go. Now I'm panicking. Are Plymouth Argyle in the championship? I'm pretty sure they are, right? Plymouth Argyle. What? They're in League One? They're in Lincoln City's league. Why is this... How is that news to me? I feel like such a fraud. Oh, to be fair, I don't look that far down the table, actually. So that makes a lot more sense. How... That's completely escaped me. Completely escaped me that we... Because we haven't played it yet this season, have we? I'm starting to panic now. I'm normally so switched on with this kind of thing. Then we've got you away on the 7th of February. Shit, when do we play... When do we play you at home? Oh, we beat you back in August. What? This is mental to me. How... So if I go back far enough here, in my... I've literally got my notes from the match that I did against you guys. Admittedly, it was, what, the second home game of the season for us. So it was quite not that long ago, really, to be fair. Ashby Hammond started in goal. Soranola, Paulson, Weirdo, Zux, Ibrahim, Boateng, Mumba, Finn, Amayuchi maybe. Peppel started that match. Roberts came on as a sub, so did Benaros. Galloway came on. Osiri came on. Oseni, sorry, I just can't write apparently. Oseni came on. How have I got this so wrong? You signed Luca Ashby Hammond, Benarouse, Weirdo, Peppel, Oseni, Ibrahim, Mackenzie, Watts, Patterson. I've got all this information down. Reported fees of £250,000 for Ibrahim. Right, well, I did know that clearly. I did know it. I just associate... it's a compliment. I associate Plymouth with being in a much higher league than Lincoln normally. There we go. Yeah, I don't look that far down the table. That's my excuse. Anyway, welcome to the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. Are you using the beta track? Yes, using the beta track. There is a brand new update out. You are correct for that. Should we have a quick look at that actually while we're here? Should we have a quick look at the beta track update patch notes that came out? I've got it installed so we can have a look at some of the changes when we're in game. But the main things are 300 changes, or 300 plus changes. Various crash and stability fixes. in-game items will show the correct time when saved. I mean, it's just little things like that really that need to be fixed, I suppose. Rare instance of crowd noise, audio continuing after the match has been completed. That's nice to have that fixed. That happened to us quite a lot, or it happened to me quite a lot. I did notice that quite a bit, to be fair. Improved UI across the thing. Improved halftime and post-match report screens. That's further down. So that's what... Ooh, so this is what it looked like previously at the full time. Oh, that's so much better. So, well, yeah, it is better because there's loads more information. No, I like that. That is good, actually. And it tells you the match ratings of the subs that came on by looks of things, as long as they played more than a few minutes in the game. That's handy. No, that is good, actually. You get to see a bit more of a table, a bit more of a live score. I mean, that was just atrocious before, wasn't it? That was atrocious. Yeah, that's good. New inbox update is maybe... Now I do know this, Mushroom Man. So, new update has made me get inbox items saying I'd offered about 6 of my key players out. I made them surplus the requirements. I didn't, and they're still marked as key/important players. We've got a Discord server with some of the Sports Interactive people. And they did say here, if I can just read either side of my microphone. Worth to note... we do have a bug found out in the public beta that if you right-click on your players to give them 1 or 2 days rest, for example, it can happen that they become unhappy at being offered out, which is, yeah, a really bad bug. So just don't right-click on your players and you'll be okay, apparently. Yeah, not ideal, that, basically, so that's a bit poor, isn't it? Anyway, there are 300-plus fixes in the game, apparently, which is good, I suppose. A lot of them are getting kind of small ones now, I'd imagine. But there we go. There we go. Right, let's get into things, shall we? And get into the game. If I press the in-game button. Are we in-game? I need to get my streaming software back up here so I can see what I'm actually doing. There we go. I can see what's happening here. Right. That's not the game. Why have I... You can see the game, I can't. Where's the game? There it is. We're back. Okay, nice. So, as you can see, we had a really good stream last time out. Unfortunately, got knocked out in the Conference League playoff round against Genk. Won the first leg 2-0, but fell apart in the second leg, losing 4-0. But we've won plenty of games here to finish off the regular season. So, if we look at the league table, we are currently an absolute mile ahead. It's absolutely insane how far we are ahead at the moment. And so we've got 10 games left because the league is now split into... Okay, it won't show me the Championship League table. Okay, well, the league is basically split into 2. So the top 6 play against each other for the title. The bottom 6 play against each other for relegation. It's 2 games each, so we've got 10 games to go. But given that we are ahead by 19 points at the moment, it probably won't be too long until we are dominating and claiming the title, which is fantastic. So let's just remember, do not right-click on players because they may get really cross otherwise, basically. My best player just tore his bloody ACL. Oh, Pog, I hate to see it. Hopefully it's not, well, I say not too long. It's going to be a year, isn't it? It's going to be a year until he's back out. That's frustrating, isn't it? Terrible. Gosh, they fixed something and other stuff gets bugged. After the previous big update, it seemed things got broken that worked before. I hope this new update addresses some of those issues. I think so. I think it's probably a bit of a constant cycle of fix, break, fix, break, fix, break, fix, break until most things are all fixed and sorted, I would imagine. Which is nice. So hopefully it'll all work out soon rather than later. So, first game coming up against Prešov in a couple of days' time. We actually beat them on the final day of the regular season, winning 3-0. So, hopefully the team in 4th place will be another big win for us. Slovan Bratislava actually overtook them after we beat them as well. So, they're back in the top 3, Slovan Bratislava. They are not going to challenge us for the title. There's no way we're going to drop that many points with 10 games to go. But they have recovered well. They started the season off absolutely abysmally. They were down near the bottom end of the table, weren't they? And in the relegation zone very, very briefly after about 5 or 6 games or so. But they've turned it around since then and got themselves back to winning ways and heading to a European competition next season. I can't imagine they're going to keep dropping points here. I suspect they'll get back into 2nd place and that'll probably be that for them. However, Spartak Trnava are a few points adrift. They're usually in the top 3 and they're in 5th place right now. And of course, Žilina are bottom of the table as things stand. It's actually behind me here. You can see it here better, sorry. Žilina, bottom of the pile, and they're looking like they're going to get relegated. The team who have won 7 league titles. Insane. I mean, they've not won in the last like 7 or 8 years, but they were like the team before Slovan Bratislava started winning every title to win a title there. So if Žilina go down, that's a massive day for the league. I imagine they'd bounce straight back up, but we should be able to poach quite a few youngsters and decent players off them for our team as well. Right. So, we rotated the team massively last time, playing a few youngsters, didn't we, actually? So if we just go back here for our first game of the stream and go to Manage Team Lineup, use Team Selection 1, we get all the best people in the team available. Durdov's out for some ligaments, sprained knee ligaments, out for 3 weeks. So we're going to miss Durdov on the right wing. But it just means that we can get back onto the pitch Gruber, who has been unhappy that he's not starting enough games recently. So I guess it works out quite nicely for him. In the meantime, we will get onto the bench. We'll get onto the bench. Santos Diber for now, I think. That makes sense to me. Nice. Right. Remove from position doesn't work in a match. That's again another 1 step forwards, 2 steps back sometime. That's annoying. Brian, I'm alright, thanks mate. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Apparently the tactic meta has seemingly changed since the new patch. I don't know, our first game on the new patch, let's see how it goes. If this formation doesn't work and we lose a game, we know that we are maybe potentially in the mud. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. So, how are your FM saves going, chat? Let me know in the chat right now who you're managing, how it's going, and if you are succeeding in your endeavours. Maybe you're trying to get promoted, maybe you're trying to win the Champions League. Are you actually getting relegated? Are you actually being knocked out in the knockout rounds or even the qualifying rounds of the Champions League? Let me know in the chat. I want to hear your FM stories so far, and we can try and help through a few issues that some of you may be having along the way. So we're at home today against Poe, one of the Teletubbies in this match. Looks like they're playing a 3 at the back formation. And they are playing a 3 at the back formation, as you can see, which is quite nice. So I was correct with that. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about as well is, I remember you know what? I mean, great goal that Mateta Pepper scored, but I've just realised it's not going to work again, is it? Because the update ruins things. So there is a free cam that I've been using in videos, and the free cam is really good. In fact, what I'm going to do, whilst this is going on in the background, I will download the free cam and sort it all out again, because I think it's important. I want to show you guys. It didn't take too long to download, actually. I need to find the link for it. And whilst this game is going on in the background, I will sort it all out. There's the link. I mean, I presume I could... I've not actually got it downloaded, have I? It's probably in a deleted file now with the update coming out. But we'll get this sorted. So that's downloading. Just finished 3rd in Ligue 1 with Bordeaux after being promoted. Overcoming PSG at this point seems impossible. It takes a while, but I believe in you. You can do it. I've got a lot of faith in you. 95th minute to Eastbourne Borough in a journeyman save. We're second in our second season, winning a lot, but D&T are winning relentlessly. That's frustrating, but I reckon you can do it, man. You can find a way to get past them. Managing Standard in a custom database from Tier 10. Got promoted as champions in the first season. Oh, Stansted, sorry. I thought it meant Standard Liège to start off with. Then I saw Tier 10. I was like, what? Stansted, amazing, in a custom database from Tier 10. Promoted as champions first season to Tier 9. And so far playing well. Might be champion, promoted to Tier 8. Hopefully, fingers crossed, man. That's incredible. DNR. I thought you meant Dagenham and Redbridge, to be fair. I thought that's what you meant. But I didn't want to question things because I got Plymouth Argyle's league completely wrong earlier on. Somehow I win the conference out of Sweden and my team ain't that good, but I played against Ghent. Didn't play any hard teams all the way. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, right? Sometimes it is just the luck of the draw that get you to where you need to be. Right, delete that, delete that, delete that. Extract this. Have we scored again yet? No, we haven't, have we? Capanadze in possession. Cross into the middle. Someone's gone down in the area there, and it is going to be a penalty. Oh, this is perfect. This is right. I need to get the... I'm pausing the game right now because I need to get this sorted, because this free cam would be a perfect way to show you this penalty system. This penalty, sorry, would be a great way to show you the free cam. So, if I now grab this, and I think I have to go here, there, Steam Apps, Common, FM26, FM data. Is it streaming assets? Oh, I need to double check where I need to go actually. I need to go to streaming assets AA standalone. So yeah, streaming assets AA standalone Windows 64, and then I need to delete a file which is called match assets _ all. Right. I'm going to just call that there. Ah, no, I need to actually fuck. Hang on. I can't actually do it until I need to close the game down for it to work. Okay, I'll show you the free cam after this. I'll read this, do it after this. And then I'll show you how good the free cam is, because it is really good. But in the meantime, Hertz is going to take a penalty here. And he just about scores it. Again, the free cam, we could have had that stood right behind him to see exactly what was going on there. Christian Hertz does score. We might get a better angle on the replay, to be fair. It zooms in ever so slightly. Okay. It looks like the keeper gets his hand to it, though. I think he may have do, actually, and then it goes in the back of the net either way. We'll take it. We'll take it. Bought a mystery shirt off Surprise Shirt. Got UD Catanzaro, currently second, but relying heavily on a 35-year-old forward. That's a decent save to do, actually, Catanzaro. Are they Serie B? Or are they Serie C these days? To be fair, that striker could be solid for you. Who knows? Recently saw a stat saying Lincoln have more clean sheets than Arsenal this season. How crazy is that? We've got 7 in the league. I don't know how many more involved in the cups there are, but we're second in League 1 in terms of number of assists, joint second. We were last night at least. It may have changed since last night. And I don't think there's too many cup games we've got a clean sheet on. So I don't know how many clean sheets Arsenal have got, but if it's less than 7, then yeah, okay, we're doing all right then, aren't we? Read my com. I'll do a video about saving Wolves from relegation. Please, they deserve it. I think we'll do one at some point soon. They will be terribly exciting to do come sort of March time, when they are probably going to get relegated in March, I'd imagine. We take a 3-0 lead, though, which is fantastic. Mateta Pepper collects the ball, keeps it in play, turns his man nicely, finds the ball to the arriving Ramadan, totally unmarked. First time shot, actually takes a big deflection, and may go down as an own goal instead there, to be fair. Serie B, okay, they're in Serie B. Doing Fiorentina career, team I support, it's like a youth career, but for now I'm in the first season and 11th in the league. At least you're doing better than in real life, that's important. On the update, can you pause the game and make a sub? I can't since the new patch. I'll do that in a second. In the second half, we'll see what goes on. I gave up very fast on the new cam, the default. As in, you're playing on 1 time speed or like 1.5 times speed? Because I think we're on 1.2. Yeah, we're on 1.2. Which, I'll be honest, I think is too fast. I actually prefer the 1 time speed, but everyone else in the comments of every video is like, speed it up. So we go on 1.25 instead. We have conceded a goal, though, frustratingly. That's not part of the plan. I don't want to see the replay. And then, right, I'll just get all the files ready to move around, and then we can get the free cam sorted after this match. There we go. You got me into FM. Love your videos, dude. Well, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. We've got a very exciting mini-series coming up. We are doing a Glory Hunter mini-series where we've got to try and win the top 5 leagues in Europe, the top 5 cup competitions, and then all of the what's it called? UEFA competitions. So the Champions League, Europa Conference League. Got to win all of those in Glory Hunter within 20 seasons. But I've made it harder because we've got to win every trophy with a team that's never won it before. So we can't just go to Liverpool and then to like PSG and then to Barcelona and things like that. So it's got to be done with teams that aren't very good, essentially, which makes it a bit harder. I've got 4 of the 5 episodes recorded, and we're going into the final episode with a bit of a mountain to climb, I'll be honest with you. With a bit of a mountain to climb. I don't want to give too much away, but it's not as straightforward as trying to, or going with any team that you could possibly want. And I may actually have kind of ruined things a little bit with the first team that I picked, because I, although it was a good team to start with, for reasons that you'll realise in the video, maybe actually we should have picked a bit better for the first team in there. But that should be coming out later on this week, which will be good fun. And then those next episodes out, and before Christmas it'll all be out, kind of thing, which would be good. Love watching you play the new FM, but I myself can't get into it. What are you not enjoying about it? Are you using the reshade? I don't know what the reshade means, I'm afraid, Mushroom Man, so that's a no. Thoughts on the update? We've not played too much of it just yet, to be fair. I know there's one big bug. If you right click on players, then it thinks you've offered them out to like every other club, and they get really upset as we score a goal, not concede, we score a goal. Second half, of course, aren't we? And someone else said there could be a bug where if you try and pause and make subs, it doesn't work. So let's see if that is the case. We'll just watch the replay of the goal. Gruber does well here. Cuts it inside. The keeper somehow does not get his hands on that one. And then Mateta Pepe gets a very easy assist there. So, Truce are not playing particularly well. In fact, all our bench apparently are complacent, interestingly. Let's bring Djukanovic on. And Redzic on. And Blaszko on. And Vukancic on. And press confirm. Looks like those subs did go through. So it might just be something on your end, interestingly. Very weird though, isn't it? Very weird. Signed Bruno Fernandes on loan for Eastbourne Borough. I'm not that Bruno Fernandes. I was about to say, I doubt it's that Bruno Fernandes, right? Surely not. As we almost concede a goal there, but good defending from them to block the shot on the line. Do you need a deep football knowledge to play this, or can you play kind of casually? You can play it casually. Football Manager is a very sandbox game, really. You can do as much as you kind of want. It's is it overwhelming to get into? Definitely. But you don't need to have a good football knowledge to play it. And you can start to learn things about football through the game. A lot of what I sort of know about football, going back in the to when I first started playing, was through Football Manager and learning things through that way. So I think it is kind of friendly in that regard, but it is a bit overwhelming to start off with, because there's a lot of just like data to look at essentially and things like that. Dolby Virtua Thomas. Dolby Virtua to you, Woj. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Welcome in. The Bruno Fernandes off Sheffield Wednesday. That makes more sense. Right, here we go. This is the new full-time report screen, and yeah, I think the default should actually be your in-possession formation rather than that list. It makes better use of the space, in my opinion. I reckon. Yeah, that should be the default, shouldn't it? Rather than just the list of, especially with all the names, positions missing there, sorry. So that would be quite good. And I like how it actually shows you the full match stats here as well, which is very handy. Actually get to see quite a lot of information there, which is quite good. OPPDA. Opposition passes per defensive action. That's what it stands for. The lower the number, the better, I believe, when it comes to PPDA. Because you want to have fewer... If you're a high-pressing team, that is, obviously. You want to have your team to have fewer... Opposition passes per defensive action. You want the opposition team to have as few defensive... as few passing actions as possible before you intercept the ball or make a tackle. So basically, this is saying that we intercept or tackle the opposition after they've had 13 passes in possession, I believe, is my understanding of it. I think Ricky, you're a coach, right? You're a coach. Do you talk about opposition passes per defensive action in your team? I feel like it's quite an advanced metric, really. But we are winning. Thank you, Dad. We are winning. 4-1 on the first game of the stream. Moving us closer to the title. Slovan Bratislava draw. Don't think Zemplin have played yet, as we stay top of the table and looking pretty good for things right now. Nice. Right. Well done, good win for us there. I will also now change the game files so we can get the free camera back in as we move closer to winning the title. So let me just save the game. Jelena must be in the mud right now. I think they are. Well, they're bottom of the table right now, to be fair. We don't have the facilities for that. Yeah, I did think it might be a bit of an advanced metric, really. Right, quick game and exit. Let's just jump into just chatting instead. So you've got something to look at, i.e. my wonderful face. Copy that. I'm just going to put that there. And then copy that and put that in there. Wonderful. Right, we now should have all the ingredients in place to get the free camera up, and I'll show you how it works in a minute. If you want to have a look at it yourself, I'll put a link in both the chats. So there it is on YouTube, and there it is on Twitch as well. Sorted. So you should be able to have a look at those, and this is the mod I've been using to get a free camera up and have a look and get some cool angles for videos and things like that. IRL Bejlina owner reportedly stormed into the referee room after the most recent loss and accused him of doing favours to Slovan. Interesting. Could it possibly be true? I like a good conspiracy theory. Would you ever consider going to a Danike Strada game in real life? 100%, of course I would. I'd very much enjoy doing that. I think that'd be really good fun. I think that would be a sensible move. Because it'd make quite a good video as well, I think. A good title of going to watch my Football Manager team play in real life. Something along those lines. It'd be quite a good video. And we can make a good story out of that as well, I reckon, too. I think. Right, let me just get the game loaded back up then. That's... What am I looking for? Yes. Sorted. Right. Here, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Go. Evening, Bazzy. Good to see you, mate. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Why is it not showing the game? Oh, there we go. I started panicking then. We're in the game. Right, there's a team. If we now go to the schedule. So, I said the best example of this would be using the penalty, right? To show you how the free camera works. And this is what I keep doing for videos now. It's really, really good. To get like better angles of goals and things like that. It's so much fun to play around with this. So there's the penalty being taken. The little file that it lets you download, you put it into your game file somewhere, and then you get this free camera that you can start to move around. So you can press T to toggle the user interface here. Q and Z go up and down. You can then use WASD to move around as well. You've got rotate and zoom with the mouse and the click and things like that. And actually, I've never used the shift for speed before. I'm not quite sure what that means, to be fair. But look at this. This is insane, right? I've got this free camera and I can just move it around wherever I can go down the tunnel. And if I can turn it around, I can come out the tunnel. Oh, okay. Shift actually makes it go a lot faster. I'm pressing the caps lock quite a bit though. But you can also go outside the stadium and just start exploring. What? You can just go around and start exploring these little towns that they've made up. So we're at home actually. So this is Danske Strada. And there's our stadium over there. In the night. It's quite a nice stadium, to be fair, isn't it? It's not bad. You can use the mouse wheel to scroll. Oh my word. Oh, that's actually broken it. I scrolled out too far and broke it. Let's try and do that again, shall we? The point is, you can use this to go around wherever you want. It is quite a big stadium, to be fair. It went to hyperdrive, you're right. Yeah, let's not try and zoom out massively and rapidly again. So let's pause it. Oops. Go forwards. And so for videos, I'm just like, you know, for penalties, for example, now, I'm just like... Oh, I've gone down rather than back. And maybe I want to just angle it a little. There we look. See? Get a good penalty angle like that. And it actually did get saved by the keeper and push into the back of a net there, to be fair. But it's so good just to be able to move. Look, I can pretend to be the cameraman here, like. Ooh. It is. I feel like I want a bit more granular control, to be fair. I'm literally in the camera right now, this camera bloke. Get a nice wide angle shot of the goal. So if we go back like 10 seconds. Penalty's being taken there. I can be in the crowd instead. This empty seat here. I can be like, yeah, I'm watching from this seat here. And watch the penalty go in. Yeah, I agree. It's mad there's not an angle like penalties by default. There was an FM24, but you had to get a bit lucky if it came up sometimes. But there's not a default angle for that in-game, which is crazy. So I can sit on the roof here, for example, and watch the game instead, if I was desperate to. The free camera is so good. It's so much fun to just mess around and play. I want to come to a daytime game, actually, now. So I want to have a look. I want to have a look. Around our town, basically. I want to see what's going on. One day we'll have VR from the manager perspective. That would be cool, to be fair. That would be good fun. Managed to get a Turkish team from the third tier from minus 18 points to the top of the league and then got sacked after losing 9 games. Oh man, that's tough. Made me chuckle though. At least you laughed about it, which is good. Exactly, it's fantastic for videos. I need to use it a bit more. Then it takes ages to like try and find the right angle, but you can get so close to players. Look, but I'm tapping the A key here to go left, and that tap just. So I want to be able to have a bit more slow control over the mouse and the arrow keys. Look at that face. Oh, that's scary, isn't it? That's terrifying. Ugh. Oh my word. God, the eyes are weird, aren't they? Right, I've gone through the ground there. I wanted to come back in the daytime to explore a little bit more. Oh, but actually, it's not a whole lot going on here, is there? Let's have a look at this factory over here. I know we're really sort of going a bit of a tangent here, but I want to just see how far I can go. Can I go to these mountains in the distance? How far does free cam go? Could you go to the Etihad if using free cam at Old Trafford, for example? That's a great idea. Inside here is just blank. Interesting. Are all these houses like that? Oh, yeah, they are. I mean, I don't know why I thought otherwise. I was kind of hoping that there'd be some sort of like furniture on the inside. And oh wow! So it really is just literally like a little. I haven't got the vocabulary to decide this really. So is this literally just like a 2D asset? Just leaned back slightly. Yeah, it is. And now I'm off the edge of... Can we go underneath the map? What's underneath? It's interesting how it goes invisible, isn't it? Well, look. This is not part of the scope for the video at all, is it? But I think... I just think this is so cool. I just think this is so cool. Feels like an instant area of an MMO. I have no idea what that means, but I'm going to trust you on it. And I do like how you can just look at the stadium. That's such a cool angle for like a cinematic part of a video. Yeah, I need to play around with this a little bit more actually. So this is actually, genuinely, I've had this mod for ages. I've never actually gone exploring around the map like this, which is quite good fun. We should get shots like this in vanilla. I mean, it'd be cool, wouldn't it, to like have the match starting and this is like the opening sequence of the match. I mean, they might be thinking the rest of the map looks a bit shit. What's down here? What are these glowing bits here? Oh, are they cars? Oh, it's sunlight. It's sunlight reflecting off the cars. Why have they got such nicely modelled cars? That's a Mercedes A-Class, right? That is a Mercedes A-Class. It's definitely a Mercedes, right? That's like a Range Rover, if I can press the right keys. That's definitely a Range Rover. What? I don't know what this one would be actually. Obviously a sports car of some kind. Why are these in the map just here randomly? Why have they just got these parked here? This makes no sense. And a van. Just on the grass here. Wow. Oh, and there you go. You've got like your transit van there. Actually, is that a bit small to be? No, it is a transit van, that. Random Koenigsegg parked in someone's garden. It could be a Corvette. Reminds me of that picture of Bugatti parked next to a trailer park. I mean, yeah, that is quite good, actually. I keep pressing the wrong button to go up and down. Right. Yeah, interesting. There's no car park actually around the stadium. And they are genuine. Oh, no, there's a few more cars over there, look. There's one there by my mouse. Oh, there's actually a ladder for the inside of the... See, they've got all the detail like that, haven't they? All these ladders here, look. And then, yeah, just peering between the floodlights. Which actually seem to light up more of the roof than anything else, I'd say here, to be fair. Is Tom trying... I've had an amazing idea. Chat, you give me an amazing idea. Is Tom trying to find his house? Oh, I don't know if I don't know if we'll be able to see Lincoln City matches. I don't think we've got the league sort of loaded up to play. Please tell me we can... Oh, no, we can't. We can't click into it to see. Oh? Oh, no, we can't click into the goals. Oh, that would have been so fun. That would have been so fun. But you're right. If we look at... Nottingham... I meant to Nottingham Forest, not that. It's Premier League. Nottingham Forest. We might be able to see this home game against... Oh, we can't click into it. Because I want to see, yeah, can you see the Notts County ground from the Forest ground? That would have been sick. Okay, what we'll do, if we go to detail level... Ah, okay. Let's just have this for all competitive games. Detail level. Confirm. We might have to wait a little while before Forest play Lille at home. And 19th of March. And then we can see. Then we can investigate this kind of thing, can't we? That would be quite good fun. Anyway, should we get back on with trying to win the league title, shall we? I got a bit carried away there with the free cam. But that's the free cam. It's good fun. It's really cool. Only the matches after the change as far as I know. Yes. I'll have to wait for the next game before it loads up. An intro where you green screen yourself on one of the house's windows. I mean, that'd be good fun, wouldn't it? The possibilities are endless here. But the free cam's good fun. I feel like this music isn't very... Oh, we're on lo-fi, not synth. There we go. That's better for us now. That's better for us now. So that is the free cam mod. Check it out. Have a play around with it. and it's good fun to use. I just want a bit more granular control over the controls to move the camera around itself. It feels like it does move a little bit too fast, particularly when you are quite zoomed in, which is, I guess, part of the issue. Battiono, sorry. I think I've been saying is wrong for the entire series. Battiono is now happy with his playing time. He's no longer upset with us, which is fantastic. Hopefully with the injury to Derdov, Gruber will come back and be like, I'm not bothered about you not playing me for a bit. I did miss down here though. Mateta Pepper injured for 3 weeks with sprained knee ligaments. Luckily it's not too bad. We're out of Europe now and we are basically going to wrap up the title in a couple of games time, aren't we? We've got a game against Sport Podbrezov up next. Looks like Zemplin drew. Oh my god, they drew to Spartak Trnava. So how many points ahead are we here? We are 23 points ahead. Is that correct? We're 23 points ahead. Is that correct? Yeah, it is. Why am I doubting myself here? That is correct. 23 points. Lost to Genk in the Conference League. Yes, we did, unfortunately. Won the first leg 2-0, lost the second leg 4-0. But that was how it goes. So there's 9 games left. That's 27. So we can't quite win it in the next match. But we could genuinely win it against Spartak Trnava if things go our way. If not Slovan Bratislava, they would be fantastic games to win the league title in as well, wouldn't they? That's insane. Average league untitled race. Yeah, you're right, to be fair. I mean, this is not an average league title race for this division. Normally, Slovan Bratislava walk it, but they've had an atrocious season. In fact, I might go on to Slovan Bratislava seasons. List of Slovan Bratislava seasons, right. So we're looking for losses. They've currently lost 8 games, right? 8 games it says here. So Slovan Bratislava, if we go to this screen here. So they lost 5 in that season, 5 in that season, 2 in that season, 5 in that season, 1 in that season, 2 in that season, 7 in... And this is when they've played 32 games at least. 9 in that season is an anomaly, right? 4 in that season, 12 in that season. And they didn't win the title in those seasons, okay. I was looking here thinking they've won the title every single season. No, that's the what tier they're in, basically. This is where they've come. So basically what we're saying here is that this is a historically bad season for Slovan Bratislava. The last time they lost more than 8 games in a season was 2016-17. A long time ago. And they came second in the table. They drew 3 games. How many have they drawn here? They've drawn 4 here already. So they're just having a historically bad season, essentially. So I think we have been rather fortunate in all of this. And of course, if we look for... not Zemplin... Zelina. Interestingly, it doesn't actually... Why is there not a Wikipedia page for it? Is that it there? There's not as much. How many... If we look at their finishing positions. So they, since 1994, they've been in the top division since 1996, and they're about to get relegated here after finishing top half pretty much all the time. Winning the title a lot of it as well. Like, this is a historically bad season for Žilina too. Absolutely insane. Oh, it is there as well. So, The last time they were in the second... In fact, hang on a second. They've only been around since 1994. Is that true? Yeah, Inception 93, so 93-94 season, won 7 titles. Only one of those seasons has been spent in the second division. It was their second season ever. Or third season ever, sorry. So they're just having a historically terrible season. So we're just getting very lucky here in the grand scheme of things. Gosh, was it only 93? Of course it was. Yeah, that's mental. Crazy. Right, Mateta Pepper is out injured, so let us get Stefan Djukanovic on the bench, bring him onto the pitch instead, and then we'll put on Taboli onto the bench instead. And Stefan can have a few games for a change and see how he gets on for the end of the season. Czechoslovak League history. I bet there's some cool winners of that one over the past, actually, to be fair. Right, pick up from where you left off last time out, please. Ah, of course, for the Žilina's history as well. See, now I want to explore this area as well. I want to use the free cam to explore this area. We've still got it loaded. To be fair, it looks very similar. I want to see a more built-up city. A more built-up city would be quite good. I don't think we're going to get that here, are we? We'll wait until Nottingham Forest win their games. And then we will work out what to do there. And have a look at a bigger cityscape. And see if the Notts County Stadium is there as well. If someone's clever at Sports Interactive, they will put the river and the county stadium there as well. But whether they've got the bandwidth for that, I don't know or not. Vaquero shot, by the way, not bad at all. Putting that one close to the top corner. Right. So, what other games are happening right now? Zemplin are playing Prešov. And are they the only ones to worry about? They are the only ones to worry about. So as it stands right now, that 23-point gap is in place. 3 times 8 is 24. So we genuinely could win a title in this game, right? If we win, it goes to a 25-point lead. And if Zemplin draw... Oh my god, we could actually win the title in this game. Not like that, though. Not like that. That's... Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Found a potential hidden wonder kid from Armenia, if you want to have a look at him. Have a look at Mahum. I'm not going to try and say his surname. Could be tasty for you, though. That could be good fun. We've got a question for you. Can you give me any tips about a good tactic at FM26? Played already 7 seasons in the Premier League with Wrexham. Big budget to spend. It doesn't work with different tactics. Highest ranking was 7th. Now playing Conference League. Thanks from Belgium. I would say I've had a lot of success with playing wing backs in like a 5 at the back system. So in possession, it's like 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs. And then out of possession, it drops to 5, like a flat back 5. And having then DMs push forwards to be centre mids, for example. I've had a lot of success with that. And maybe we should change to it here, because we're now 2-0 down here in a game where we could be winning the league title if things go our way. But as it stands right now, that is not going to be happening. What is going on here? Terrible. Key feature that should be added to FM26. I really hope they get international management in time for the World Cup. I know they're saying they're going to do it. It better be there. It has to be there. They've got the FIFA licence. The World Cup's coming up. Huge opportunity for them to claw back a lot of the damage that's been done from the start of the launch period, essentially. If they can get eyes on the game during the World Cup, then that'd be huge for them. It's got to be there. It has to be there. And old cup draws we can watch be good fun as well, actually, I agree. So 2-0 down at half-time is really quite bad. Show some desire. You don't look like a team that wants to win. And as it stands right now, if we do win, the title will be ours. We will be able to lift it at the end of this game with 8 matches to play still this season, which is just insane, really. But no one is wanting to step up. Ramadan 6-4, Djukanovic 6-4, Trusa 6-5, Gruber 6-5. I think it may be time actually to bring some other players on. So if we think about bringing on El Kamdusi, for example, on the left wing, that would be good. Or Redzic to go up top. Let us also bring on, I guess Blaszko could have a run out there. Although Hertz is playing quite well actually, so we'll bring on Santos Daiba instead as the more holding midfielder. And then I get Vukancic on as well for Ortiz, who's not having a great game either. "13 shots we've had in this game. They've had 2 shots on target. Put them both in the back of a net. We've shown them up all game. And sometimes you do just lose these matches like this. It looks like we're going to drop to a 20-point gap here, because it looks like Zemplin are now winning their match. They are 1-0. Only 20-point lead. How terrible. Which also means we won't be able to win the title in our next match either. Because win the next match, we'd go 23 points. Oh, actually, maybe we could. My maths isn't my strong point here, I've got to say. Congrats on being FM'd. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Gruber brings the ball forwards, though, and Gruber is doing a good job. Oh, it's not far off, actually, I'll have you know. His shot just goes over the crossbar there. And Podbrezov are holding on to their 2-0 lead here. Not to be for us today. Good interception from Vaquero there. El Kamdusi finds a poor pass. We are retaining possession though. As Vaquero, far side, finds Hertz to his right. Pass into Gruber, back out to Santos Daiba, who shoots from distance. And maybe should have had a better choice there, because the shot was always going to be asking a lot to go in the back of a net. The keeper makes a decent save, pushed it behind for a corner. We do nothing from it because the highlight didn't show it. And it seems like our title charge has been halted. Gruber, corner, coming in from this near side of the pitch. Left foot towards the centre of the 6-yard area. Niko Vukancic puts that one in the back of a net. With 4 minutes of added time, let's shout in courage and just hope for the best here. We'll take a draw out of this game, but I don't think we're going to be able to get it. And Podbrezov have pulled off a massive win here as they look to try and secure some European football. Ah, man, that sucks. We could have... actually, I think Zemplin won their match, so we couldn't say... Oh, it was my birthday, that game, as well. 14th of March. It was on my birthday. Oh, lads. Why are you messing things up for me like that? A birthday to forget. Oh, it's even worse, isn't it? Even worse. Could have won the title on my birthday. And they've messed it up. So yeah, Zemplin did win. It's a 20-point gap with 8 games to go. I don't know why it shows the championship table as a separate thing here. Which is weird. And what will be interesting to know is what happens if Spartak Trnava drop behind Košice in points. Will Košice go into 6th place? Because that shouldn't happen, but will it happen? And if that is the case, that is a very broken league system, and I'll have to report that as a bug. Žilina bottom of the tables though, still, that's good for us to see. So with 8 games to go, that's 24 points available, right? So if we win and Zemplin win, then there's a 20-point gap with 21 points available. So if Zemplin drop points and we win our next match, we will win the title again. Okay, so that's all right. The possibility is still there. The dream is still on. And it could happen at home. At home against Spartak Trnava would be great. But also, if we don't win it there, it would almost certainly go down to beating Slovan Bratislava in Bratislava. And that would be poetic to win the title there, wouldn't it? Defeat the reigning champions for the last decade, essentially, at their own stadium and lift the title there. Timo, hello mate, good to see you. Welcome into the chat. Hope you're doing well. Wouldn't be surprised if Žilina had most of their best players next. I will be doing the nicking. I will be taking their best players. And I will be making sure we get as many of them into the team as possible. Able to find a tactic that works after the most recent patch. Mine no longer works. I mean, hopefully this one continues to work, because if not, we could be stuck, couldn't we? Don't forget to check out this guy. This guy from Noah? 26 years old. Didn't look bad, to be fair, does he? Didn't look bad. Let's get a scout report on him as well. Five players called up for international duty. So we've got Santos Daiber for Germany, Bruno Derdov, Stefan Djukanovic, and another bloke who I can't pronounce for Hungary. Where's the fifth player? Oh, Viktor Djukanovic for the main Montenegro squad. That's cool. Sadly, he won't be returning to us next season because we can't afford him after his loan spell finishes. Oh, the only guy that's the only person that comes up with that name. So I guess he's just not in our database, sadly. Unfortunately. Also, when's our youth intake day? That can't be too long away, surely. Literally 1 day to go until youth intake day. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, everything's coming up today. Youth intake day, the title, the free camera, exploring the map. It's fun. Right. How many 5-star potential players are we going to have here? How many? Three days more in game and I'll be 21. Happy birthday to you, Timo, in 3 days' time in game. Here we go. Dunajska Streda announced new intake of youth players. Now remember, 5-star potential just means they've probably got a higher ceiling than anyone else in the club. The stars are always they're always in relation to your team. So if we have like 10 players with 5-star potential, doesn't mean we've got the next Erling Haaland 10 times over. It means we've got 10 players who could be better than the players we currently have in our team. Let's have a look then, shall we? I'm going to say 3 5-star players. 4 elite prospects, okay. That's handy to know. And 3 of them have got 5 stars of potential. The goalkeeper here has got 4.5 stars of potential. But this is a good sign. This is a very good sign that the youngsters here have got something about them. Okay. Let's start by looking at Eric here, who is a centre-back, 1-star current ability, 5 stars of potential. So on paper, the worst player currently in terms of current ability. 6'8", Eric. You're 15 years old, fella. You've got no business being 6'8". It does show in his pace, I'm afraid. The pace of 6 is really quite frustrating. Yeah, we need to have better pace than that, really, if you're going to make him a first-team regular player here. But the jumping reach of 80, the heading of 8. Eric, you promise so much here. And you might have 200 potential ability. We don't know. You might have 200 potential ability, but right now you're not showing me that you could be a decent player for us. At least you've got a left foot. That kind of makes up for it a little bit there. Agree. Football might not be your calling here. 6'8" with 18 jumping reach. Like the chat say, basketball is a better option for you here. Although saying that, passing is and finishing of 1. Fella, you couldn't even make it on a basketball court. Oh, man. Okay, well, Eric, you're a letdown to start off with. We'll reevaluate in 5 seasons' time. You know, maybe at 20 years old and you developed a little bit, you might actually be quite good. But I'm failing to see where the 5-star potential is here. Because I don't really think you're going to be... God. I don't mean to ruin your dreams, Eric, already, but I don't really see you playing in my team, or any team for that matter, so... Okay. Let's move on to the goalkeeper then. He's got 4.5 stars of potential, but should have better current ability. Mariano Kovac. God, I don't know what they're feeding the teenagers here, by the way. 15 years or 16 years old, 6'5" at 16. Maybe that's not too outrageous, to be fair, because I probably No, I probably wasn't. I'm 6'4" now, but I probably wasn't 6'4" at 16 actually. So that is outrageous, to be fair. Again, very good jumping reach, which is good. Aerial reach could be a little better, but again, you've got potential. I'm seeing actually a lot better player here. I think Kovac is going to be a way better player for us in the long run compared to Eric. He's got a much higher baseline here, a much higher baseline. Positioning could be a bit better, so could concentration, but you're 16 years old. Like, mental attributes will just keep increasing throughout the career, to be fair. So this is not bad. I like Marianne more than I like Eric at the moment. We'll look at the wing back next, because that's a boring position. We'll save the striker till last to have a look at. 1.5 stars of current ability, 5-star potential here for Dennis Shimko. And he, as a right back... Again, he's 15. He's right. Complete opposite here, by the way. 5'5". 5'5". Good job he's a wing back and not a centre back or anything like that. But I'm not really seeing the attributes that I want to see. If we look at like a full back, for example, the marking and tackling are a little bit low. I mean, I may be being a bit harsh here, to be fair. And maybe I'm expecting to see like the next Kylian Mbappe in every position, as opposed to just a normal player. He's got some decent mental attributes for his age, to be fair. Positioning is decent. Anticipation good. Bravery's great. Decisions is alright. Determination's okay. I'm not as excited about him, if I'm honest with you. The goalkeeper's the player that I'm most excited about. Right. Lukas Kozak. Please do not let me down. If I look, all I'm asking for here at, what are you, 16 years old? All I'm asking you to have is like 15 finishing, 15 composure and 18 pace. That's all I'm asking. It's not much. That's all I'm asking. Just those 3 attributes to be incredibly good. Actually, it's not that bad. 12 finishing, 7 composure, 13 pace. 5'3"? What? I'm actually a little bit speechless about that. 5'3"? What is that in centimetres? I need to know what that is in centimetres. $5'3" in centimetres. 160 centimetres. Wow. I've got a 30 centimetre ruler here. He is more than this ruler shorter than I am. That's a big difference. That's more than the length. That's like from the top of my head to like my collarbone. Whoa. I'll sign him though. I'll sign him. Hopefully he grows a little bit. I'm pretty sure players grow in Foot Manager. Why do you have a ruler just there? Yeah, it's a bit weird. I do know that, but I was doing some. It's because I got the earlier in the stream. I got a notebook out, and that ruler was part of the notebook. So it's back in the drawer now. So it was just there randomly. Yeah, I do agree. It's a bit weird. So we've got some just massive blokes and some really short blokes. Why can they not just like combine their heights so they're all like 6 foot? That'd be great, wouldn't it? I like you, Lucas, though. I like you. Determination of 10. I didn't check the determination of the first 2 players, actually. Eric's got determination of 9. And the keeper has got determination of 12. The keeper's my favourite player of all of this, by the way. The keeper is my favourite player. I think he's really good. We've got a few 4... I've actually got another 4.5 star rated player here, a centre-back too. Only got 1 star current ability. 5'10", a bit short for a centre-back, but he's got okay heading, poor jumping reach. He's not that great, is he, really, in the grand scheme of things, Jan? And then a couple of 4-star players here as well. Another striker, 10 composure, just low physicals here. 18 determination, though, it's good to see. Driven personality. And then an attacking midfielder here as well, who actually has got some okay passing, teamwork, technique, vision, flair's all right. It's a pretty decent intake, to be fair. It could have been a lot worse than this, a lot worse. So when the message comes up to sign them all, we'll get them all signed up and into the reserves and stuff like that, and get them playing. Hopefully in like 5 seasons' time, they can be part of a Champions League winning team. Maybe more than 5 seasons, to be fair, but that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad there. I'll take that. Teaches a mug off Eric at 6'8". Yeah, I know. Oh man, the height difference in our. I'd love to see the team photo. The team photo of those lads would be incredible. Right. I want to drop Ramadan for this game. Get El Kandusi on the pitch. And, I mean, no one played particularly well in that game, did they? Let's give Oro a bit of a run out there instead for a little bit. That'll probably do. That'll probably do. Right. Let's go to the match then against Spartak Trnava. This is the big one. This is a very important game. Win it, and we have the opportunity to win the league title. Under the lights here. As Trusa leads the line. Right. So, we need to find out, actually, are other teams playing right now? If this is under the lights one evening, it may suggest that we're the only game kicking off right now. So, we need to know what's happening. Looks like we're about to score a goal. Oh, just over the crossbar there. You hate to see it. Let me pause the game. Now. So, we are the only game happening right now. Zemplin. I think they've already played their match. They just beat Slovan Bratislava 1-0. So they go on to 4. Okay, so we can't win the title this game then. Good eyes in the chat, though, on that. Good eyes in the chat. Chat are telling me that that was the case. So we can't win the title here against Spartak Trnava. Win it, and it will go down to the next game. And we have a great chance to do it against Slovan Bratislava in their own... That's incredible. Oh, I really want that to happen now. I mean, to do that, we actually do have to win this game, don't we? And Spartak Trnava are now beating us. I don't want to see the replay of that. I mentioned it was an unpredictable result with Zemplin winning. They are really trying to make that second place their own, aren't they? Oop, click on the wrong thing there. They are desperate to hold on to second place, which gets them a Europa League spot. I think there might be 2 Europa League spots for this division and 1 Conference League spot, rather than being the other way around. So I think second or third they should get Europa League. But we'll double check. We'll double check after this. Vaquero brings the ball forward. We need to get ourselves back in this game. And somehow the keeper makes an unreal save there. Real shame. My best friend, who's a year older than me, is 163 centimetres. That's rough, man. What season are we in? We're in season 1 still. Season 1. We've been slow getting through the season, but we're making our way to it now. Again, it's another FMing situation, by the way. Look at the match stats. Like the last game where we lost 2-1 to a team that had 2 shots on target. We're 1-0 down here against Spartak Trnava, and they've only had 1 shot in the entire match, and it went in the back of the net. Truce has picked up a knock, by the way, so I think we may have to get him taken off the pitch shortly. True, first appearance in Europe and their highest ever league position is incredible. They've had such a good season. Oh, half time. They're one of the only teams who have beaten us this season as well, actually. But right now, we're losing another game right now. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed in you. Let's say that to them. And then we'll get Truser off as well, actually, thinking about it, because he is currently injured with a potential thigh injury. Let's get Elkandusi up front, shall we? And then bring Ramadan on to the left wing. See what happens with that, shall we? I'm sure Elkandusi can do something up front. My friend's brother, who's 17, is 208 centimetres tall. Oh, jealous. Jealous. That's a lot taller than I am. I'm 192 centimetres. That's insane he's that much taller. Does he play basketball? How are we not scoring a goal in this game? Capanadze finds Gruber. Oro in front. Or behind, rather. But he passes the ball forwards to Capanadze, who beats his man on the dribble. Advances into the channel. Plays the ball into Gruber, just on the edge of the penalty area. Gruber turns his man. Advances. Pass. Shot is blocked. Falls to Ortiz. That was what the highlight was for, though, wasn't it? We're not going to see another great chance now, surely. No, we're not. Look at the match stats! Ah! How we... This is really annoying. Tomic brings the ball forwards and passes it inside. As Spartak Trnava play a ball over the top. They go for their second shot of the game. And thankfully they don't score. Oh my word, I thought they were about to. Plays for a goalkeeper. He isn't even the starter. That's rough. He was not the starter. Oh, it's offside anyway, so it didn't even count. How are we not scoring in this game? Generational bottling coming. Encourage. What else can I do here? Change the midfielders around. Get Redzic on for Gruber. Let's just do something. Capanadze's corner cleared. Ramadan. Back to Hertz. Stefan Djukanovic. Capanadze. Shot. Blocked. Falls to Gruber in the penalty area. Back out to Oro. Capanadze into Stefan Djukanovic. Ramadan's there. It falls to Elkandusi finally. Oh. My word. My word. We managed to get ourselves a goal there, which is good. Hey, Antheron, good to see you, mate. Welcome into the chat. Hope you're doing well. Did you know that Leon Bailey from Villa was in the Trenching Academy? I did not know that. How is he in the Trenching Academy? He's Jamaican, isn't he? I just love to know like how that happens and how he like gets there. Mikovic brings the ball forwards then for Spartak Trnava. If they score now, I'm going to be so upset. As we miss the slide challenge. Shot over the bar. Wesley as well, the former Villa striker. That's insane. Went there from Austria. Ah, okay. 3 minutes to go in this game. We've absolutely battered Spartak Trnava here. And it might not be over just yet. Oh, we've lost possession, so it probably is over now. Tomic brings the ball forwards. And Spartak Trnava with one of the final attacks of the game here as they switch possession to this near side. Oh, Redzic gets in the way. Redzic, you have the chance to do something amazing here. He does do something amazing. He pulls the comeback off. We've won the game 2-1 at the death. Oh, thank goodness. Bit of a kung fu kick there, actually, to try and win that one back, to be fair. Generational bottle cancelled. And as it stands, lovely. We remain 20 points ahead of Zemplin. And we can win the title in the very next match. I'm excited for that. That's the sort of comeback people will be talking about for years. So, with 7 games to go, with 21 points available, we're 20 ahead. Win our next game. In fact, avoid defeat in our next game away at Slovan Bratislava, and the title will be ours. I like that. Tom, we've got a good challenge for you in FM. Build a lower league team, win the UCL, Only use sons of ex-footballers. If you struggle, you can use any family related. I think we'd run out of players pretty quickly on that one. I think we'd run out of players very quickly. Is my assumption at least. I don't know. What do you think, chat, to that? What do you think? Unbeaten home run reaches 20 games. So unbeaten at home in 20 matches. That's insane. El Conduci gets his goal and bonus assist, £7,000 for 10 combined. Youth candidates, let's sign the recommended players. I presume they are signing most of them, right? If we go to squad, youth, I think they would have offered contracts to most of them. I'm assuming so. They drew 1-1 with the youth academy, or the youth team, under 18 team, whatever. So we'll see how many they've signed here. Youth candidates signed. We can give contracts to more of them if we want to. But I'm going to trust them. Almost time with Genk, but couldn't because of the FIFA rules regarding minors. Interesting for Leon Bailey there. That is quite a cool career. We're looking for messages, right. Youth candidates signed. Following youth players. Oh, loads. Yeah, loads. They've all been signed up then. Most of them been signed up. Great. So if we go to the under 19s, sort by potential ability. Yeah, those 3 guys with a 5-star potential have been signed up. The striker, the right back, the centre back. The other centre back and the goalkeeper with the 4.5 stars potential are there as well. Wonderful. Who's the best player in the youth team at the moment? This 23-year-old. Why are you a 23-year-old in the youth team? Because you're not very good, that's the reason. We'll try and sell you, I'd imagine. Although your contract expires very soon. So actually, so does a few players here. Dennis Valco. I actually don't think Dennis Valco's too bad, you know. Maybe we look to offer him a contract at some point. Although 18 years old, second division player, could be good enough for this league. I don't think it's a bad idea to offer him a contract. You can be a breakthrough prospect, yeah. We'll just... He wants to be a fringe player as well. Fine, you can have fringe player. Get rid of that. Get rid of future ways for you to make money. But to do that, we give him 400 quid a week instead. There we go, he's happy with that. That seems like a fairly low-risk investment into Dennis Valco to see if he's any good. Which other players have got a contract expiring? I think Valco's the only guy we're probably bothered about here. You can go. As a goalkeeper, yeah, I don't think we're going to be using you, to be fair. And then this Ukrainian kid here. Actually, you're not that bad, are you, Artem? YOLO, I'm going to give you a contract. And we'll just see what happens. He wants a bit much money there. 400. There we go. Oh, no, don't cancel. Finalise the deal. I'll give those two a contract. The other guys can go. So, oh, you already transferred away, Urban, apparently. You're joining a different club already. Right. Well, I didn't want you anyway, so get lost. Be handy for the squad depth, you're right. Handy for squad depth and homegrown stuff, you're right. That's something to think about, definitely. You'll be surprised how many sons of retired players are actually in the football everywhere. You can run at least 10 seasons before most of them retire. You can start at a Championship or League One level. Okay, that's something to look into then. I don't know if there's an easy way to filter it though. Trying to find the actual sons will be the difficult part, won't it? Without like a pre-made shortlist or something. But that is something cool to look at and think about. What players are expiring from our first team, by the way? No one that we really care about. Jan Christoph Bartels. I think we might offer him a new contract. Just to make sure we don't lose him. Because I'm more than happy to let Popovic go. Because he's a non-EU... In fact, he's already leaving the club, so get out of here. Yappy can go, that's fine. Hertz is looking at options. I'd kind of like to keep him, actually, because he is good. Other keeper... Yeah, let's get Jan Christoph Bartels signed up, shall we? We want to sign a new contract. He wants to be one of the most noteworthy players at the club. We might sign a better goalkeeper, though. So, can we say... adjust the level of playing time, please? Want to start a majority of the matches. That still sounds like regular starter. Oh, unless we just trigger the contract extension instead. What's he currently terms-wise on? Agreed is backup. In that case, no, we're going to just trigger his extension for now and not actually give him a new contract just yet. Just in case we find someone better. But that's good to do. The other guys, I think, can probably leave the club. Taboli won't really stick around. Nemeth can go. Popovic is leaving. Yapi has been useful this season. But he's not really technically the player that we need him to be. He's a backup anyway, so it's fine. And then Hertz, I would want to keep, but I don't think he wants to talk contract with us just yet. We're interested in keeping him. Yeah, he doesn't want to talk contract with us. Okay. I made a shortlist of over 1,100 players yesterday, 15 to 21. Made it so much easier for myself. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and that's of all the players who are the sons of former pros. Is that what you're saying? Or is that a different comment completely? Because if there's 1,100 players in the database who are decent and are the sons of former pros, that's crazy, actually. That's way more than I thought. Try and sign Dubravka. I mean, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? We could maybe get it. Maybe, actually, it's probably not. It's probably not that far-fetched to be able to get him, maybe. Vukancic can now speak basics for that. Continue to send you on your course there. And we'll see what's done here. The next gen. 50 best wonder kids in football. Have we got any? I don't think we do have any. Lamine Yamal wins it, understandably. Ethan Nwaneri in second place. Pau Kabasi, Chris Rigg, Endrick, Mastantuono, Rio Namoa, Giovanni Quenda, Fernandez. And honestly, I don't think I've ever actually heard of this guy before. Kachamani. I think I'm saying his name all wrong. I've never heard of him before. Never come across him. I'll keep tabs on him from now on. This is a good bug, isn't it? Okay, well we can't see any. Oh, fucking hell! Can't see any more than the top 10 because the game just bugs out. Brill. Our Wonder Kid shortlist on the Steam Workshop. Ever need it, you know where to find it. Thank you, appreciate that. That's really very handy, actually. I will have a look for it one day. Had a problem in your save where you can't rest players. I just don't rest players because I'm just a taskmaster. I just work them to the bone. Right, what's in the news here? Contracts. We just looked at contracts basically. Slovak goal of the month is art. It's not. Oh, it is. Mateta Pepper's goal against Prešov. Amazing. Great work, Mateta Pepper. Simon just gearing up to say his name or trying to say his name is so funny. It's just difficult sometimes, you know. When it's like letters that just aren't ordinarily placed together in the English language, I just don't know where I'm going with it. Like Dominic Tapaj, is that correct? And AJ just feels unnatural to me. I don't think he's quite as good as Christoph Bartels yet. But he's got potential, sure. AJ's A, okay. See, and then I'm panicking. So it's Dominic Tape instead, not Tapaj, Tape. Dominic Tape. Expectations for the upcoming game against Slovan Bratislava. Oh, we are praised by the fans. Fantastic work. Oh, mad! We've won the league! Danijska Streda have clinched for... So, hang on. Is this because someone else has played a game or something like that? What? Fixtures. Go to yesterday. Zemplin lost. To Sport Podbrezová. I can't say them either, really, can I? They lost. And that means now that we have a 20-point lead with only 18 points available for Zemplin. So rather anticlimactically, just like that, a news item tells us we've won the league title. Well, congrats to us, hey. Congrats to us. No wonder the fans are happy with me. I just saw I'm praised by the fans. I'm like, oh, I like that. And then I realised we've won the league title by looking at the rest of the news items there. So we cruised to the best ever league finish there by winning the title for the very first time. Dunajska Streda are champions. Superb season for them as they claim their title to back up their pre-season credentials. Sources within Dunajska Streda camp have indicated they're determined to keep the momentum going all the way to the very end to make the campaign a truly memorable one. Wonderful. Hopefully they will give us a trophy in the next game. I want to see the trophy lift. I would love to see the trophy lift here. And they're happy with the win, obviously. Fantastic work. What this means, though, I mean, I won't do it for the next game. But what this does mean is, I think, what's the registration like for players? If we go to squad, where's registration? It should be there. Chat, where is registration? I swear it was there beforehand. Because I look at it every now and again to, maybe I don't need to register players. But basically I'm just like, well, for the rest of the season, we just start to play the new youngsters that we've got. We just play like the teenagers and just get them some reps going already. Have you heard from anyone at the real team? Sadly not yet. Sadly not yet. Sport Podbrezová means sport under the birch. What a great name. That's fantastic. What a great translation. Yeah, I want to actually like batter, what are they called? Slovan Bratislava, the team who haven't won the league title. I want to batter them. As Mateta Pepper's getting back to fitness. Let's get him in the team, shall we? Yeah, I want to batter Slovan Bratislava, claim a trophy, and then we can just start playing the kids. And see how good they are. Get them some reps in the first team. See if we can really boost their game a little bit, to be fair. That'd be quite good fun, wouldn't it? Cool. Go to the match. Durdov is back from injury, so is Mateta Pepper. Let's get them a bit of match sharpness. In this training game now, essentially. Against Slovan Bratislava. Go out there and impress me. Look at that. Oh, look, they're giving us a guard of honour. I've not seen this before. I've genuinely not seen this before. That's so cool. Getting the guard of honour from Slovan Bratislava in their own stadium. Oh, their fans are going to be hating that. Which makes me smile. Makes me feel nice and warm on the inside. Trusa is our best goal scorer. He's been the top scorer for us this season, I think. I mean, in fact, we have quite a few decent scorers, but Trusa, I think, has been the guy on top, I would say, for the most part. He's been up and down across the season, but I think he must have the most goals. We'll double check after this game, to be fair. Free kick for Slovan Bratislava then, edge of the penalty area. And this one is sent short, cleared. And, oh my word, in a foot race, Trusa's won it. Trusa through on goal. Look at that. Trusa with a sensational goal there. The defenders, A, couldn't keep up with him, and then just kind of gave up, if I'm honest with you. Just thought, nah, I can't be arsed of this. We're not going to catch him. Trusa runs through. Does well to actually finish past the keeper there. Quite a difficult angle to finish that shot from. But it gives us the lead here against our big rivals, who have dropped to 4th place in the table, by the way, now. The win from Sport Podbrezová have got them out into 3rd place. And that's disastrous for Slovan Bratislava in their hopes of securing some European football come the end of the season. DAC are representing the Hungarian minority. Yes, I've heard about the history of the club, and it seems quite interesting actually how they're sort of a Hungarian team in Slovakia, which is kind of cool. But apparently not very liked because of that, which is understandable too, I suspect. Hertz, who is still looking for his options, won't sign a contract with us just yet. Oh, that might be a red card. Yeah, fairs. That's probably a deserved red card there. I tell you what, Mateta Pepper, you're only coming back from injury. Let's get you off and get El Kandusi on at left back. And what we can do here, see, this is where the free camera is really quite useful and quite good fun to use. First of all, that's now like a great, sort of thumbnail picture. Fantastic. Oops. Now I've just gone underground there by accident. I keep pressing the wrong bloody buttons. Right. We can now go back 10 seconds and we can watch. That's not the best angle of it, actually. If we come around this way, look, and just wait for it and maybe slow the whole thing right down. Yeah, it's not a bad... It's not a bad challenge. It's not a very good challenge. It's a bad challenge. I want to see the exact bit where the ankle break happens. Let's just... Can we slow us down any more than 0. Yeah, 0.5. There we go. Yeah, you can just see the contact occurs right there. Yeah, it's definitely a red card. Definitely a red card. And look. Oh, where's it gone? Its head disappeared for a moment. I was about to say that's a literal new definition for head loss, but its head's popped back now. Okay, well, look. Back to broadcast. Back up to 1.25 speed. There we go. We've seen it now. I think he deserves jail time too. That seems a bit harsh, actually. I don't think the carer really meant it. At least we're in front before that happens. Have you got the logos in the game? Use the logo pack. Loads of them around. Just find ones that you like. Actually, I don't like this one quite so much because I've realised there's like a little white stroke around the edge of all the logos, and I don't like that. So I'm going to have to try and find a new logo pack at some point which doesn't have this white stroke around the edge of it as Slovan Bratislava come close. I'm going to drop to balance rather than positive here just because we're down to 10 men now, and I'd rather see this game out with a win. I'd like to win the game and then lift the title on a win, as opposed to lose the game and then see us lift the title whilst we're crying because we lost. Although technically we have won. It doesn't really matter. The title's all wrapped up already anyway, so it's fine. Champions League with Vaduz in the second season with Di Maria, Firmino and Rodak. Right, how have you signed Di Maria and Firmino for Vaduz in season? That's insane, by the way. That's insane. Address for team. Happy with performance so far. Keep it up. How loud is the... Oh, the game is very, very quiet actually for you lot. I've just realised. I don't think I can make it any louder actually. Although saying that, it is very quiet in my ears, to be fair. When it actually gets going, it might be alright, to be fair. Oh, yeah. The noise levels peak at a bit of a normal range now. Okay, that's okay. Right, Trusa in possession. Finds Ramadan, back to Trusa, gets past his man in the area. Has already scored from an impossible angle once, can't do it again. But Hertz finds Durdov into Ramadan. We're down to 10 men, but that's 2. You love to see it. Stewart struggled to hold them back. I mean, there's not many of our fans in the stadium. It does look like it's all Slovan Bratislava fans, really. Although not many of them, they don't want to come here and watch us lift the title. They don't want to see us celebrate winning the trophy in their own stadium after they've been doing it for the last, 10 seasons in a row, at least. Battagliono, with 25 minutes to go in the game, has a defensive free kick here. Hoofs it long. Won in the air, though, by Slovan Bratislava. In the area, and somehow they can't even get that shot on target. That kind of sums up their season, doesn't it, to be fair? It's just not been very good for them. It's just not been a very good season. Gruber on you come as well for a game here. 20 minutes ago. Ramadan had a superb game, 1 goal, 1 assist, 8.4 rating. Trusa with his 7.7 after the goal that he scored as well. Only 9 minutes to go in this game. And can we grab a third goal here as Trusa sprints up the pitch in a similar fashion to how he got his first goal. Oh, and almost scores it from an impossible angle there. Keeper does a good save to push that one behind and denies a third goal. Capanadze's corner now is sent into the middle, cleared. Only as far as Ramadan. Back to Tolic. And then forwards to Kasia there. Switching the play to the far side. And Slovan still trying to get something out of this game. Remember, they're still playing for European football. Yes, we've won the title ridiculously early into the season. We're just on the beach now, basically. But Oro, oh, that's a great ball over to Trusa, who somehow can't get a shot on target. That really would have buried the game there. Slovan Bratislava, though, as I was saying, they're still fighting for a European spot. I'm pretty sure it's just the top 3 that get European football. And then the team in 4th, 5th and 6th play the team who came in 7th place in a mini-tournament for the final European spot. So if Slovan Bratislava don't finish in the top 3, there's no guarantee of European football for them. And that would be horrendous for them as a club. The clock here, though, is ticking down. The title may have been confirmed before the match kicked off. But now we're going to see... Oh, no. We're not going to see us lift the title. Oh, there's no cutscene. This happens way more often than not in Football Manager at the moment. You just don't get the cutscene if you lift the trophy. Like in the Glory Hunter series that I have been trying to win. Been recording the last week or so. There's been so many times when we win the league title and then just nothing happens. Nothing happens. So then you just have to get a screenshot of a news item that says, oh, we won the league title. So there we go. Semis in the conference, that's how. I see. The man, the myth, the legend, Vladimir Weiss Jr. a few years ago was pulled over in his Mercedes G-Wagon with a car overfilled and he was sitting on someone's lap and I think he was my word, yeah, that sounds horrendous. I presume he got sacked at some point earlier on this season, given how poorly Slovan Bratislava were doing. Great name for a manager, by the way, Samuel Slovak. What a fantastic name for a manager in Slovakia. That's superb. When it happens outside one of the league winner match, they should wait for the next home game for the trophy. Exactly, they should. I presume because we won it outside the match, it just said you've won it, no celebration for you, essentially, is my assumption. How do we see their manager history? Oh, club history here. Managers. He was only sacked a few weeks ago. So he's only recently left the club. And Samuel Slovak is the temporary manager in charge at the moment then. That makes more sense. Quite an interesting career though. All over the place. Manager of Georgia for quite some time as well. Sick. Right. Donetsk Strada win despite the red card. Excellent work. Okay. Next game is against Zemplin. And like I say, I think from this point on, right, here's some of Man City. That's cool. Yeah, I want to try and play the youngsters in the next game then. I want to see how that goes down. And I think we're just going to keep playing the youngsters for the rest of the season and just try and get them a bit of experience and try and boost their attributes quickly early on. I don't know. See how they do. But it's a great introduction for them to senior football. And if they actually do have anything about them, then it's going to work out quite nicely for us, isn't it? Which is handy. So I think we'll play the next game against Zemplin. And then I suspect After that, we will just go on and instant result the rest of the games, I'd imagine. We're also probably going to call the stream earlier this evening as well. Tomorrow, Laura and I fly to Bahrain to go and see her parents. So we're there for a week or so. So basically, I need to make sure that I haven't packed yet, basically. So I need to do that later on this evening. So we'll cut the stream a little shorter for that reason as well. Right, if we go to filter here, include the under 18s. In fact, I should probably go back to the first team page here. Filter, under 18s are there. Right, sort it by potential. So, let's get the right back starting, the striker starting. In fact, hang on, I'm going to clear the entire squad. Right, what foot have you got, fella? You've got a right foot. DCR, right back, striker. You are left-footed perfectly. That's fantastic. DCL, goalkeeper. I don't think... I guess Udvarosh could be a good player to get him a team a little bit here. For a few games. As the attacking midfielder through the middle. Although saying that, actually, Mateta, Pepper... I'd rather him play because he's also got a lot of potential, only 19 years old as well. You are... but you could also play... Well, let's have you playing in the midfield on the left-hand side where the playmaker is. Where's he gone? It was you, wasn't it? We'll get Durdov as well playing on the right wing too for a couple of games. Because he's important. And then what we'll do is we'll go back here. So all these youngsters are playing in the team. And then we'll... Oh, no, they can't. Already involved in another match on the same day. Ah, that's so annoying. So we've got to be careful of that then. Right, we'll quick pick the team instead. We'll instant result it. Because we've already won the league title, chaps. We've already won everything. And... Wow, maybe we should have played it because we draw 2-2 instead. But Teta Pepper with 2 goals there was great. Fantastic work for him. Pleased with him. For him. When's our next game then? Oh, they're all on Saturdays now. Right, so now, now what we need to do is go back. If we select them for the first team already, then surely they won't play, is my assumption. In the next game. Because they're already picked for the first team. They won't get picked for the other team, that's what I'm hoping at least. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. But that draw's probably okay actually for Zemplin to stay in second place. They're 6 points ahead of Slovan Bratislava. It's kind of behind my head here. Podbrezová are still in third place as well. And actually we play them next, I think, by the looks of things. That's their logo. Yeah, it is their logo. So, yeah. Sports, Prešov, Spartak Trnava, Slovan Bratislava, and then Zemplin to finish off the season as well. Okay. I really hope the youngsters can play, though. If not, I guess we just have to move them to the first team manually, I suppose, don't we? As opposed to just let them sit in the under-19s. Duba does to win the Champions League. I'd watch that. That's definitely on the list of things to do at some point, but it just seems like such a ball ache of a challenge. Because you have to win the Liechtenstein Cup, then win the Conference League, then win the Europa League, and then win the Champions League, right? That's how you qualify for it, because they're the team from Liechtenstein, right? Am I correct in that? And they can't get qualification through the Swiss League where they play domestically because they're from Liechtenstein. So the only way to get to Europe is by winning the Liechtenstein Cup, and then you have to win each European competition in a row, which is insane. Yes, said Scott. One day we'll do it. And the title will be like, the biggest ball ache of my life. And see if people click that or not. Okay. Žilina, by the way, is still bottom of the table, although they are level on points with Skalika and 2 points behind Rajembrok. Trenchin are 3 points ahead. I mean, it's looking bad for Žilina still. It's still looking very bad for Žilina. Oh, they all have played. Okay, we need to move them into the first team for the next match then. But no, I won't play the keeper. I'm going to quick pick again. And we'll get Durdov on the right-hand side. Instant result this game. And then we'll move the actual under-19s into the first team so they don't play their under-19 matches. We win 2-0 there. Again, a brace from Mateta Pepper. He's having a great end to the season here. Is he our top scorer now? Goals? No, Truce still is there. But Mateta Pepper is second place, actually. So, sort it by potential. Other way round. You. And is that it? Why do I feel like there were more players here? Oh. Well, you're only 4-star potential now, says. Do I want to play you, Kovac? Are you actually any good? No. So it's just these guys. I'm going to squad, move to the senior squad. Get rid of the under-19s. And now we can clear the team and get the under-19s playing for a game. And we'll actually watch them play. I'm kind of excited to see how they do. So you play Durdov on the right. Are you the left-footed one? You're the right-footed defender, Jan. Then we've got the striker. Everyone's suddenly got 5-star potential out of nowhere because I swear Durdov, Daiber and Bastiano didn't have 5-star potential. It just changes all the time, doesn't it? There's the right back. There's you. And then we'll put Durdov on the right. Mateta Pepper through the middle. And Blaszko. Where's Blaszko? We'll start you for a couple of games. Because you've got some good potential, I think. Even though it does say 3.5. Maybe it's not good potential. We'll see how it goes either way. So everyone young who want playing in the team playing. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So our next game we will actually watch as we take on Prešov, who are in 5th place in the league, just ahead of Spartak Trnava by a point. And we'll see what these youngsters can do. Could it be because one of your players has improved, Pepper, maybe, that the bar for 4.5 is now higher? Maybe. I see what you're saying. I think it just changes on how the scouts and coaches are feeling really from day to day. I don't think it's the most accurate, reliable information. It's a guide. It guides you in the right direction, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Like it says 5-star potential there, but I'm sure some of those players won't develop to be the best players in our team right now. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'd like to have all those players be amazing in the future. But we'll see. You know what we forgot to do as well? I hope they've played a Europa League game recently. Can we see this? I want to... it's going to load. Right, fantastic. The moment of truth. How accurate is Sports Interactive's terrain generator? So let's go to the free cam here. So here's the Forest Stadium, which doesn't really look like Forest. Actually, it's not actually that far off. If you use your imagination a little bit, the Trent End is like a standalone stand. And then that stand is way too big. But it does... They've got the connection on this corner, like, pretty close. This stand's a lot bigger. It's actually not that far off, to be fair, in terms of stadiums. Anyway, can we see the Notts County Stadium from the Forest Stadium? Oh, is that it over there? What is this over here? Oh, no, I think it's just a road and a big building. I thought this was like a pitch in the middle. Oh, I thought they actually had it. No. We've been conned here by a big sort of office building there instead. Oh, that's a real shame. No river, no Notts County Stadium. It's actually very dark here, isn't it? It could be if it wasn't quite so dark, maybe. At least they've got a car park with buses and stuff inside of it. We don't even have a car park in our stadium. No. Rip in pieces. Oh, that would have been it was too good to be true, wasn't it? Too good to be true. If only. If only, right? I'm excited for these youngsters to play though. Youth candidates, evaluate decisions. We've signed them all, haven't we? Just the shit ones that we don't care about that aren't signing. That's fine. Stadium using all the electricity in the country. That is right, actually. You are correct. That was very, very dark. No lights on, no street lights, no buildings or anything like that at all. You're right. And now we've got the youngsters. How are they ineligible for the team due to being below the minimum age requirement for the competition? What's the minimum age requirement for the competition? Why can the keeper play? He's 16. Is everyone else 15? Is that why? 15. Oh my god. Right. I don't care at this point. We're just not going to be able to use the under 18s or the under 15s, basically. The guys from the youth intake, we can't use them. This is the perfect time to be using them. And frustratingly, we can't use them. My plans have been thwarted. I guess we could use the keeper, but I'm stropping now, so. We win 3-1 there against Prešov. 75 points at the top of the table. How many games are left now? We'll get through them to finish off the season. Spartak Trnava, Bratislava and Zemplin. I've done the coefficient. That's how I got to the Champions League. Ah, I see. Congrats. The Kerriban for the next match as well. So next season we're going to be going into the Champions League. What qualifying round do we go into? Let's have a look-see, shall we? If we go to the league, the rules, we go into the Champions League, Champions Path first qualifying round. Okay. And then you've got a Europa League spot and a Conference League spot. And there should be a fourth spot somewhere. Maybe there isn't a fourth spot. Because there's a European playoff place between 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Maybe it'll tell us at the end of this. We go to the final. Yeah, okay. Oh, no. One team Champions League, 2 teams Conference League, second qualifying. Maybe there is only 3 spots. Potentially. Interesting. We'll find out at the start of next season when people actually go into qualifying rounds. But we go to the Champions League first path qualifying rounds. So what kind of teams were in that this season? There's Arsenal, Liverpool, PSG, Man City take on in the Champions League semi-finals this season. So Champions Path first qualifying rounds. Wow. So there are some decent sides here. Like Malmo are a decent side here. Ludogorets are a decent side that we could be coming up against here. FCSB are a decent side. Olympia Ljubljana. There's some big hitters in this. I mean, there's a lot of teams that we should be beating. Like, if we get drawn against the New Saints, we've got to win that game, right? If we get drawn against Linfield, we should be beating. I mean, Cairo Almaty, by the way, Champions League in the real life this season. Like, they're a decent team. Hammer and Spartans, we should be beating. FC Noah, I'd like to think we could beat them, but they've actually had a few spots in the in European competitions in recent years, haven't they? So they're not bad, are they? Differdange from Luxembourg, I'd like to be able to beat them. Lincoln Red Imps, no, they're very good. We won't beat them. They're a top team. Okay. So unless we get a horrendous draw, which is possible, we should be getting through that first qualifying round, I think. Conference League for Noah, yes. They played Chelsea, right, I think. Was it the year Chelsea won it? I think they played Chelsea in the league phase, or group stage, whatever it was back then. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Mateta Pepper claims April Player of the Month. He's been insane. 4 goals in 4 games. Mateta Pepper is my GOAT. Worth a lot of money though. How much are our players worth? I don't think we've been given. Most expensive is Victor Jukanovic. He's not our player. So Gruber's most expensive. Then Durdov, Ramadan, Mateta Pepper, Trusa. No one worth more than £2 million really. So that's going to be interesting. I don't think we've been given any. No, we've not been given updated budgets yet, have we? But we've got £3 million in the bank account. I mean, that's not bad, is it? I would like to think they'd give us £1.5 million to spend. I'd like to think. Especially if we look at the Champions League. If we look at rules for first qualifying rounds. Oh, only £86,000 for appearing in that round. Maybe the big money doesn't come until you reach the league phase, and at that point you get like £1 bazillion. 15 million for participating. Yeah, I don't think you get the money. Actually, thinking back to the start of this season, I don't think you get the money until you actually hit the league phase, because we got about £2.5 million for reaching the Conference League phase, and that's where our money came from. Okay. Right, instant result. Oh, okay, let's quick pick again. Instant result it. Against Spartak Trnava. We batter them 4-0. Durdov, Mateta Pepe, Ramadan, and another goal for Mateta Pepe. He might overtake Trusa at this point. Would not be surprised. Let's just get these guys back into the youth team. So they actually play youth team football again. Let's not hamper their development any more than we have to. So 2 games have to go in the league table then. We've got Slovan Bratislava and Zemplin to round off the campaign after having already won the title. A quick look at the league table. Žilina still bottom, by the way. Žilina are going down. I don't think they're going to escape this. I can't see a situation where they escape this. Košice on 41 points, more than actually Prešov and Spartak Trnava right now, but of course they finished in the bottom 7 to start off with, so they've got easier fixtures to win now. Košice are confirmed to play in this European playoff against what it looks like it's going to be Bratislava, Trnava and Prešov, because Zemplin are comfortably in second, Podbrezová are comfortably in third place, 6 points clear of Slovan Bratislava, although they have got a game to play still, so... and that is actually against Zemplin, so that's a massive game for Slovan Bratislava that they need to win. Best hope the draw is kind. If you lose it, you go to the Conference League, not the Europa League. Oh, of course, yes, I forgot about that in that first qualifying round. It's not just a drop to the... You have to like get to the second qualifying round, or is it the third qualifying round even to drop to the Europa League? I can't remember. I think it's second qualifying round. I think if you lose in the third qualifying round of the Champions League, in the league path, you go straight through to the Europa League phase. You don't have to play the fourth qualifying round. Teams in the league pathway get a nicer run of things, I reckon, personally. In my opinion. As Stefan Djukanovic gets an injury to take him out for the rest of the season. We won't see him again, Stefan Djukanovic. He's going to head back to wherever he came from at the end of his loan spell. We won't be signing him. Or his brother, because his brother's far too expensive for us and is a non-EU player, so limits what we can do with the team. We're going to have to really think about what we want to do with the non-EU players in the team going forwards. Slovan Bratislava won their game against Zemplin, so they are now 3 points behind Sport Podbrezová. So we now need to really actually hammer Bratislava here to give those other 2 teams a chance of getting guaranteed European football. Saying that, though, I would quite like for Slovan Bratislava to get it, because they likely are going to head... Oh, we win 2-0, fantastic. Although Sport Podbrezová lose. So it's still a chance for Slovan Bratislava to get into the top 3. But I'd like Slovan Bratislava to get European football, because they're likely going to do well, which will then boost the country's coefficient ratings, which will then mean we get more European spots and more money, and ideally it works out better for everyone if Slovan Bratislava probably get it. But I'm all here for an underdog story. I do love a good underdog story. Also, we're hearing reports in the chat that Sport Podbrezová have just sacked their manager. No. I mean, they did halfway through the season by looks of things. And I guess it was a good job because he got them to third place instead. Fantastic work for him. But no, he's not been sacked recently. So he keeps hold of his job for now. All he's got to do is collect 1 point in the final league game of the season. Zemplin, by the way, have confirmed themselves second place. They are confirmed second. They have got themselves European football and their highest ever league finish. I mean, same for us, our highest ever league finish. The first time we ever won the league title. It's fantastic work. We should be happy and proud of everything that we've done here. But I would argue, actually, the biggest story is Zemplin getting themselves into the European football by finishing second. Ramadan is out for 5 to 8 days with a bruised thigh. Don't care, lad. Don't care. Oh my word! Look at the fight at the bottom. Trenchin, Skalika, and Jelena. Jelena have won 2 of their last 5 games to give themselves a fighting chance of surviving on the final day of the season. But if they remain 12th, they will go straight down. Finishing in 11th place, they get to go to a playoff against the team that came second in the second division. And Trenchin are just holding on for dear life. Kamano are safe. Rajembarok are safe. Rajembarok, by the way, great recovery. 3 wins in their last 5. And Košice will play against Trnava, Prešov, and either Bratislava or I cannot say the team name properly, can I? This lot. And that'll be that. Right. Europe, men's. I know. We want to look for... Oh, Slovakia down here. Men's second division. Who's coming up then? Oh, it's quite tight in the second division as well to see who's going to come up. But only one team comes up automatically. It's going to be one of these two. These guys are both going to be in first and second come the end of the season. Lokomotiva Zvolen. I'd rather they come up because I can actually say that, I think. Lokomotiva is easy to say. Zlate... I can't say the team name. So I hope they don't come up, actually. I hope they just stay in the second division because that would just be better for my pronunciations. Completely random gripe here. I've lost so much weight in the last 12 months that my wedding ring is now loose and slips when I wash my hands. Mate, congratulations on the weight loss, if that's the goal, though. Assuming that is the weight. I assume that is the goal. But that's fantastic if you've lost all that weight. Looks like you might need to get your wedding band resized. If it's not actually the plan to lose all of that weight, and you need medical attention, we're here for you, we support you, we love you, we're here to do it together. But I'm assuming it's good. Oh, dearie me. Or was the goal to get rid of the wedding ring, of course. Tackle zones, asking the deep important questions that we need to know there. Oh my word, Slovan Bratislava relegated to the second division after 23 seasons. Maybe that could happen here. I mean, Jelena are about to go down. Maybe that could happen here. Who knows? Turns out the amphetamines are great for weight loss. Amazing. That's a hack you've been sharing to everyone in the chat there. Fantastic stuff. Right. Instant result, the final game of the season. We'll just see what happens and we'll look through the consequences afterwards. We actually draw 2-2 with I'll be honest, I think this means that Zemplin have had a better record against us this season. I want to say they beat us. I'll have to double check this now, but a draw there against them on the final day of the season. Actually now, finally now reveals there was an actual championship group and a relegation group there. There's the full league table there. We finish on 82 points there. An absolute mile ahead of Zemplin in second. Sport Podbrezová managed to stay in third place. This must be to do, actually, if we look at the league rules, sorting is results between teams. So, oh, wow. So actually, Slovan Bratislava lost more games than they did beating Sport Podbrezová. So this team that I can't pronounce stay in third place. They're going to get European football. So Slovan Bratislava, Trnava, Prešov and Košice go into this championship group, which we'll be able to see at some point. I think if we press continue in a few days, it might just show us what's going on there. £80,000 for winning the league title. That's not really an awful lot of money there. But we do now get our budgets for next season. And I said I wanted at least £1.5 million to spend. That's what I thought we were going to get from the board. The board have given us 1.1 million, okay. A bit of a rise in the wages as well. And an okay scouting budget. We'll adjust a few things here as well. We'll adjust a few things there. Again, we're losing a few players, aren't we? So we're losing... I want to keep Hertz, to be fair. But we're going to save about 1,500, 2,300. Call that 2.5, 3k. Okay, about £3,000. And then we're also going to... Oh, we don't actually pay any wages to Djukanovic. Either Djukanovic's actually. Santos died, but we're going to... How much do we pay for his wages? 400. So is that what? A bit more money? A little bit more money. Okay. So yeah, we save a few £1,000s there. If Hertz leaves, that's an extra £2,000. So we'll have a bit of money to play around with wages as well, actually. And I suspect we're going to try and sell a few players too at some point as well. Not a bad season. So Trusa ends up as our top scorer with 25 goals this season, although they are very front-loaded, weren't they? They were very front-loaded. They won't let us see it, actually, but... Hat-trick there against Košice, but... Like, there's no goals there, no goals there. One there, one there. 1-1. Like, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4... 7 goals there. And that's in the last 22 matches. 7 in 22 is not bad. But considering that he got 25 goals in 40 games, a vast majority of those came right at the start of the season. The other way around, Mateta Pepper scored most of his goals towards the end of the season. And actually ends the season as our highest goal scorer. Highest goal contributor with 28 goals contributed towards. On loan, Viktor Djukanovic did really well, actually, considering the amount of game time he had or didn't have. Gagua did alright as well. Gagua might be a player that we tried to sell, actually, because he's a non-EU player on 1.5 grand a week. Who are the biggest earners at the club? Gruber. Gruber might have to go, especially with Bruno Derdov at the club. And he's going to play a lot more games. Gruber might have to go to save on the wages there. And then we've obviously brought in Vukancic, Zabukovnik and El Kandusi this season. So we can't really get rid of their big wages. But Gruber might have to be the player that sort of goes to try and free up some more wages at some point. Although his 15 assists this season are impressive, aren't they? We'd have to find a good replacement for him to play backup to Derdov. But based on this, actually, if Derdov played 40 games, let's say it's 40 games, like Gruber did there, he should be scoring more goals and getting more assists. Only one more assist, to be fair, 16 if you extrapolate it all out. And then 3, 6, 9, 12 goals. Like, he should be getting more. So, it'll be interesting to see how he performs next season. In the Champions League, of course. The Champions League. That's the exciting part about it. It's going to be in the Champions League. Right. So, I pressed the wrong button. That's the right button. We're going to finish up the stream here this evening. I know it's a bit of a shorter one tonight, but I've got to get packing for holiday and things like that, which will be good fun. And of course, we finish the season. So we're going to come back in a couple of weeks' time and we'll get through all the summer, make some transfers, sign some players, work it all out. And then we'll get started with Season 2. Try and retain our title and head forwards in the Champions League. Try and go as far as possible in the qualifying rounds for the Champions League. And hopefully we'll end up in the Champions League potentially. Or we drop into the Europa League or the Conference League. If we miss out totally on European football, I will be absolutely devastated. I think we are good enough to be in the European leagues. We showed it this season in the Conference League by getting through the league phase and narrowly losing to Genk in the playoff round. It was a tough run, but we made up for it by winning the league title at an absolute canter. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully, I'll see you all soon. If I don't speak to you before, have a lovely couple of weeks, and I'll see you all in a couple of weeks' time. Like I've just said for a few sentences there, a couple of weeks. Just can't think of other words, Tom. Think of other words. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right. Until next time, everyone. Lots of love. Goodbye.